It was all play. Unmotivated, but that's when discipline kicks in. And I will say, like, law school really like trained my mind in a different way. Like, I'm supposed to say lawyer and attorney. I get this question a lot. Annoying to discredit a creator or an influencer because you don't value it. You start to think, oh, that's something I want, something I want, something I want. It's not something you want, something you see.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine.
Hello, beautiful people. So I decided to do a little different in today's solo date vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna name it solo date night because it's not really a nighttime solo date. So I really want to go see The Woman King, and I was like, why not just take yourself out on a little solo moment, and why do it so late in the day? So I'm actually gonna do a 4:50 p.m. movie, which I'm really excited. I wanted to do earlier, but y'all, I was working out, I was showering, I was working, I was chilling. I was like, why am I rushing? Why am I pressuring myself? Then I was gonna do like my makeup with y'all, but I was like, child, put y'all in my car mount. Y'all, I'm at a red light, by the way, but I have y'all in my car mount. I'm not touching my camera, so no danger with that. So I was like, let me just chat with y'all on my way to my movie solo date. I'm really excited to be 29 and in this space in my life. So I was trying to think, like, what could I talk about that I haven't really already talked about in like solo date night type videos, and I really couldn't think of anything. And then I was like, I should have asked y'all on Instagram, but I didn't. So we're gonna just ramble, and I hope y'all enjoy. I definitely want to talk about, first things first, because if my voice sounds raspy, it's because, child, the yelling, the talking, the discipline, the not sleeping, the working, that's probably it. I'm not sick, anything like that. It just has been here. It's probably because I haven't been drinking that much water. I need to get back on drinking electrolytes, like drip drop and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm also going to run errands real quick before the movie. I'm not going to show y'all that because it's not really part of like this type of vlog. But so if I jump in and jump out, just know that's why. Okay, so what should we talk about? Let's talk about work-life balance, okay? Because it, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, does it really exist, or does one season revolve around work and another season revolve around play? Does that make sense? Like, I'm looking back at like this year, and I separate my goals into quarters. Entrepreneurship tip: I separate my goals into quarters, and I'll say like my summer, which is like second, third quarter, second half of second quarter, and first half of third quarter. It was all play, baby. It was all play, okay? I was working, yes, but like I was living, and my initial reaction was, dang, I'm spending all this money. Like, I'm supposed to be saving. I need to reach a revenue goal this year. I would like to reach a certain revenue goal this year. And baby, I had to change the goal. But then I was like, why do I feel guilty when I'm enjoying life? Like, enjoying life is such a privilege in itself. I'm gonna turn my blinker on once the light turn green because I want the noise. But use your blinkers and use your seatbelts responsibly. But yeah, I'm like, why do we feel guilty when we are able to enjoy life? And I kind of talked about this in my other chit chat video when I was like, I feel like guilty but honored and excited and thankful and blessed about the privilege that I have to be able to have the flexibility in my schedule and my time. Like, that's, to me, the number one privilege of being an entrepreneur is the flexibility in the time. So why do I feel guilty about that? Why do I feel guilty that I finally have money to be able to do things that I enjoy? And yes, in moderation. Like, you need to be careful, okay? Don't just be spending everything and blowing money, and I think there's seasons for that. So I'm saying all this to say, I think there's seasons for that work-life balance, for that focus on savings, for that focus on friends, focus on family, and of course different things come up. But I think generally it comes in seasons. So like now I know fourth quarter, because third quarter I was kind of living my life. Fourth quarter I am getting a little bit more kind of like work focused, really. There's a fuzz or something on my face. Hold on. Part of my career and desires is to travel more, not like all the time, but like I want to be able to travel. So I have to find like a way to still be work focused and still enjoy traveling and travel for work. That's a whole difficult thing in of itself. Like, it all looks glamorous, right? Like, oh, influencers get to travel whenever they want. They get to work with amazing brands. They get to, you know, there's no ceiling in the amount of money they can make. There's so many things, like, as entrepreneurs and as influencers and creators, that are like glamorized. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not glamorous, okay? It's very good. And if you love it, like, it feels like you're literally the main character. Like, I know people have been saying that a lot, like on TikTok, but like, being an influencer and a creator, sometimes it really, those moments where it really does feel like this is surreal. Like, I feel like I'm the main character in the movie of life, and we all should feel like that. We all should feel like that. It's wild. But with that being said, there's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of head down. There's a lot of don't compare, a lot of mental health focus. So just be careful what you see glamorized, or you're like, wow, Cameron's so good at work-life balance. Like, baby, you might have caught me in a good season when you saw my video. You might have caught me on a good workflow season. A good example is honestly today. Like I was saying, I was planning on getting out early because I really just wanted to go to like an early movie and just like have the rest of the day to work and stuff like that. But I was completely unmotivated. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm barely motivated right now. That's why I ain't got no damn topics, baby, because I don't know. I'm motivated, but that's when discipline kicks in. And I knew I wanted to record me doing this. I still want to go to the movies. So I was like, why do I have to make every video a production? I don't. Like, I still want good quality, but sometimes it's nice to just chat. Like, y'all can literally have this playing in the background while y'all are cooking dinner or cleaning or whatever. Like, it's like sitting and chit-chatting with your homegirls. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of like chit-chat videos, I think of like FaceTiming your friend, right? That's what I think. But yeah, so I don't know if I believe that work-life balance exists, to be honest. Okay, I have a good question for y'all. So, I had a friend pose me this question. How would you feel if you're in a relationship, like a committed relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever, married, whatever, you're in a committed relationship? How would you feel if your significant other wanted to do solo traveling? Not just solo dates, but like solo traveling. How do you feel about that? My first reaction is, what's the problem? Like, what's the problem if I want to solo travel? Like, because I was like, do you not trust me? Like, whatever. And I'm not in a committed relationship right now. I'm single, as y'all know. But somebody was like, yeah, I don't like that. And I'm like, why would it matter if who you're talking to, your partner, your significant other, went on a solo traveling? And they were like, to me, it would feel like something wrong, or if they don't want me there, or they can't go with their friends, or they can't wait till we go together, or like, and this is coming from someone that has flexibility in their schedule as well. And I'm like, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying, but like, maybe the person just really enjoys solo traveling. Like, but then I thought about it some more, and I'm like, if I was, not saying that I haven't been, but I'm saying, if I was in a committed relationship and I really like, we're best friends, like that's the dream, right? You're best friends, you love being around each other, then why wouldn't I want them to come on every vacation, right? If my friends can't go, then why wouldn't I want them there, right? Right? Oh, that's a good question. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this one, for real. I really want to know, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that one? Because that, honestly, I'm like, it's not a deal breaker if I'm with somebody and they're like, if you travel, like, I want to go with you, or you go with your homegirls or whatever. Unless it's for work, right? Like, if I'm traveling for work, like, clearly I'm going by myself. But unless I can bring somebody, etc. But yeah, it just made me think. Because I'm sure that I've done solo travels in the past as an escape. Not necessarily from, like, a relationship, but just, like, as an escape. I don't know. I want to hear y'all's answers. And we'll talk about it probably in a weekly vlog after I read y'all comments. Or we'll chit chat in the comment section because I'm curious. Also, I had someone ask me, like, hold on, I'm gonna be real, just went off. How did you transition? Hold on, let me do the be real because I'm thinking about it. And it's a red light. Damn it, the light just turned. Okay. So, I'm 29. I'm excited to get older. I don't know. Like, I'm not in a rush. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like the older I get, the more lessons I learn, the more experience I gain. And just, like, the more well-rounded I become. So, like, I'm excited for my future. I'm so excited. Not rushing it. I'm living in the present. I feel really good about where I'm at. Dating is ghetto. Like, it's just a whole different interesting... like, what? I've been in a committed relationship for the past, like, 4 years. So being single this year has been interesting. I'm not on any dating apps, and I don't plan on doing any of that and stuff like that. But it's just interesting. But shout out to therapy, because I feel like I have a clear mind. Like, I know what I want. I'm much more clear, blunt, honest. And I'm just really good and confident. And it's a great place to be when it comes to, like, dating in general. Okay. I was trying to think of another topic, to be honest. I don't know what else to talk about. What's some, like, trending topics that people are talking about? Some people really hate... Oh, this is a good one. Some people really hate, like, the coined, trendy terms and slogans and phrases, like soft girl era, black girl luxury, da, da, da. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care. I don't necessarily use them, but I'm not against using them. And, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just, like... I just really feel like it's just, like, a social media thing. Like, it's a way, keyword research. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I can understand where it's kind of, like, putting people in a box unnecessarily. But I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? I just feel like it's not really... I don't know. Like, it's not that deep. It's like, okay, if somebody wants to say they soft girl, we'll soft girl it up then, ma'am. Do you? Soft girl it up. But I will say, it has made me reflect on, you know, what I desire, what I want, how I want to react to things, how I want to act. Because, child, let me tell you, I used to react like, I'd be ready to fight. Like, but it's like, that's so much extra effort. And I will say, like, law school really, really, like, trained my mind in a different way. Like, law school will strip you down, will literally beat you down to the dust, okay? And then build you back up to think like a lawyer, to analyze like a lawyer, to present yourself in a different way, which I think is a blessing. I think there's so many tools and tips and just things that I learned in law school I wish everybody could know. But it's like, it's so expensive. Like student loan debt is real. I don't let it hinder me or, like, I guess, like, challenge me. I don't know, even challenge, but, like, make me react in certain ways or, like, change how I am going to move in life. But it is something, like, you know, it's just something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. But yeah, I learned a lot in law school. I wouldn't change going to law school for anything, even if I ever decide to not pay for my license, because I'm not technically practicing law, right? Like, I'm literally a influencer marketing consultant. I'm a content creator. I'm an influencer. And with my consultant hat, like, I don't necessarily have to be a lawyer to review contracts, to draft contracts. As far as a licensed attorney, right? I will be a lawyer whether I pay my license or not. So the difference between lawyer and attorney, I get this question a lot. So a lawyer has their Juris Doctorate, so that's your JD, it means you graduated law school. And an attorney has also done that, graduated law school, has their JD, but they also are barred in a state, so they have a license in a state to practice. So that's the major difference. People use the words interchangeably, like I do. Like, I say, oh, I'm a lawyer, when I'm really an attorney. Like, I'm a licensed attorney, but keyword research, like we were saying with the soft girl stuff, lawyer sometimes works better than attorney when it comes to, like, picking up stuff. But pulling into the post office, grow, so I can mail out some things. I also hate this thing, and I talk about probably a lot. I hate, like, because I was like this too before I quit, and I still find myself being like that, how people would treat you differently depending on your career title. Like, when I introduce myself as an attorney, the respect I get, it's like automatically like, oh, she who? Even if I was trifling, I'm not. Versus if I'm like, oh, I'm an influencer, it's just a different vibe, and it's like both are hard in different ways. They're not comparable. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, I saw this thing where this girl was like complaining about her job being an influencer was difficult, and people are like, you're not doing surgery, like that. It's like, girl, duh. And it's crazy because if we keep it 100, a lot of the people that are like mad at influencers, like hate influencers, like the trolls, or even like real people that like really hate creators, especially when the creators are talking about money they're making, probably wish they could do it. I'm not saying everybody, and I'm not saying it's surgery. Like, come on now, I'm a licensed attorney. I put in the work. I worked at a law firm. I see the difference. I get it. I'm not comparing, but I think it's annoying to discredit a creator or an influencer because you don't value it as any type of career. And that's really what it is. People, because it's so new, people are like, that's not a career. Child, baby, if it's paying bills, you like what you're doing, it's a lot of admin behind. It's so much more than just taking a photo. It's like perfecting your craft, understanding the different cameras and equipment you need, and investing, and it's paying your bills, baby. That's a career. That's a job. Well, that's a job, at least. That really irks me. Like, I can't stand when people are like, influencers don't do anything but take pictures. It's like, well, then you do it. And or you wish you could do it. It's irritating. Let people do what they do. Because some people may compare like other jobs that are outside of the digital space and be like, well, a lawyer ain't nothing compared to a doctor. Why are we doing that? It's two different careers. Like, things are so different. I literally just went off on a tangent. But like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I literally just can't. But yeah, let me run in here really quickly, and then I don't even know. I need to come up with like some more topics. I don't know. Is this interesting? Is this interesting to y'all? Because I feel like I'm just rambling. But yeah, like, stop belittling creators and influencers. Like, just stop. What happened to the saying back in the day? Our parents used to be like, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. Nothing. Say nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay, so just finished in the post office. It was a long line, but I'm telling y'all, have these connections. One of the post office workers, he always looks out, so he got my package for me, even though it was line. So period. Well, he got somebody to get it, because he know I be having packages. I've been coming to this post office for years. Anyway, let me tell you, therapy has changed my life. I feel like I talk about it a lot. Y'all know I use BetterHelp. This is not sponsored or anything, but I have a link down below. Okay, period. Therapy will really change your life. Like, oh God, like your mind, how you think about things, how you view things, totally different. Totally different. It is wild. Like, I just see the world in a different way, in a positive way. I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Not perfect. But I feel like I can like anticipate my responses better, so then I can make better responses. I can make better decisions. I feel like I understand why I react certain ways, or why I say certain things, why I do certain things. That doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. It just means that I'm a little bit more aware. So, yeah. Thought that was interesting. I don't know. It's every time I see something, I'm like, oh, I wish I had that, or I want that, or why do they get that? Or like, oh, of course she gets that, or I wish I had that. It's because it's like, well, then are you not putting in the work to get it? Do you actually want that? Right? Like, if you're like, oh, I see somebody buy a new car. Do you actually want a new car? Or do you want the ability to get a new car? Like, there's so many layers to that. Like, do you actually want what they have? What? No. Sometimes it's not. You're just so, especially with social media, we can be so like, push on a certain like lifestyle, a certain whatever, like color scheme, hell, like push, and you start to think, oh, that's something I want. It's not something you want, something you see. It's something you see. It's not even something you want. Like, you have to be careful. That's why it's so important to like be careful of what you like, you internalize, and what you hear, what you put into your thought systems and your Child, we can go on for days about that. Oh, I thought this was a park. I'm salty. It's not a park. Okay. Not a park. Okay. Okay, let's park here. Is the lighting good here? Because I think I want to get it and eat it in my car. The lighting is terrible. The lighting is terrible. I have an hour into the movie. I'm doing good on time. Y'all don't understand. I was so not motivated today. Y'all don't understand, like, whew, something that really helps me, though. Morning routine. I know it's like, morning routine, nighttime routine. Y'all can be mad at the hype if you want, but some hype works. It works. Like, I know some people are so annoyed when they're like, all the influencers are using the same thing. What if it actually works? Like, what if it works? Like, what if that's the reason they're all using it? Because it works. Or it's good. Like, what if the product's actually good? Think about something like with you and your friends and your family or something that y'all all love. Like, say it's a restaurant. It's like, listen, Brick Tops in Birmingham, Alabama is a win every single time. Play with somebody else is good. But then imagine people are like, nah, everybody like that. It's like going, y'all, it's like going on the reviews online. Like, you're looking at the reviews and you go like all the top, like 5. Let's say it all has 5 stars and you're reading the reviews. You're like, I'm not going to buy this because everybody like it. Imagine if it's actually good. That's why the reviews are 5 stars. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like on Amazon. If I'm looking for Amazon, I'm going to go to the reviews and see what it's giving. I look at the negative, the pros, all that. But like, if I'm like, oh, it's so many good reviews, I'm not going to get it. Like, what? I don't know. Y'all, social media is weird. People are weird. Times are weird. Shit's weird. If it wasn't for my morning routine, I would probably still be in bed. That's a bit dramatic. But like, I don't have to think for the first like 5 to 10 minutes of my morning because I just do it all the time. And by doing that, by the time my mind is like, oh, child, I'm tired, I'm up. I'm already up out of the bed and the bed is made. Like, having that routine really gets you going. It's just a lifesaver. Like, it really just helps because sometimes we're just so caught up in our mind, or we're so busy, or we have so many things to do. Like, if we're too much in our head, we're not going to do anything. Or we're not going to know where to start. But if we're so used to, if we already have a routine with how we start, at least the day has started. Same thing with a nighttime routine. Do something that triggers bedtime. Shower, light a candle, read a book, journal. Like, have a routine that triggers certain things. I have a routine that triggers the morning routine that helps me get up for my workout. I have a nighttime routine that helps my morning routine. It all works together. Like, people want success without the hard work. Part of that hard work, people just don't want to work nowadays. Part of that hard work is routines for me. And actually I would argue everyone needs to have some type of routine. If you don't have a routine, and that's not saying you gotta wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm not up at 5, baby. Listen. No. 7:30 is good for me. Or let's say you're like, you know what? You're more of like a night person. 9, 10 a.m. may be better for you to wake up if you're staying up late. Find what works, but routines don't mean a certain time. Okay? It's activities that you do, times that work best for you. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't get me preaching about a routine. I'm big on routine. Skincare routine, makeup routine. Like, routines really, really help you thrive. That's why, like, for me, like for breakfast, for example, I pretty much eat the same thing, y'all. I don't want to have to think because I need to jump right into work. If I'm thinking, having so many decisions I got to make before 9 a.m., child, decision fatigue is real. I'm going to be, where at? Guess what, y'all? In the bed, because I can't. It's too much. I think especially as you start to grow and elevate in every area of your life, especially as an entrepreneur, especially as a digital creator, like all of these things, lawyer, it's a demanding career. If you have a demanding career, or even if you don't, honestly, like, if you got kids, whatever, insert what your life circumstance is, a routine will help you. And I say try it out for 30 days.